Hey guys, welcome back to Cereal at Midnight. My name's Heath. This is the big one. This is, in my opinion, the box set of the year, at least in terms of preservation, curation. This is from Sony. This is Frank Capra at Columbia. 20 movie limited edition Blu-ray collection, and 9 movies also on 4K. So 20 movies, all on Blu-ray, and then 9 of them are also on 4K. This is part of Sony's 100-year celebration of the Columbia catalog, the Columbia studio. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, this just showed up. This is one of those where it arrived, like, I've been hotly anticipating this. It arrives from FedEx. I rip it out of the box and I turn on the camera. Like I changed my shirt too. So I am going to be looking at this for the first time with you guys. Celebrate 100 years of Columbia Pictures with the filmmaker who elevated the studio to an award-winning powerhouse, Frank Capra, featuring 20 films from Capra's tenure at the studio, from silent pre-code rarities, comedic romps, action spectaculars, best picture winners, and everything in between. That's quite a span. This collection is a must-own for fans of classic cinema. That's me. Then go deeper into the history and the legacy of Frank Capra at Columbia with all new feature commentaries, hours of archival special features, and the 2024 Frank Capra Mr. America feature-length documentary. So here's the back of this. That's the list of all the movies, but we're going to go through this, like movie by movie in just a second. I have notes about the packaging here. What is this? What is this? So I know what they're doing. They're doing this so that, it sits, if you sit this on a table or something, it's got some pizzazz, right? The standard Blu-ray case, that's large, right? And if you do it on the other side, the display outside, what's that? Good couple of inches there. Oversized, a couple of inches. So I tested it on my shelves. It actually does fit on my custom built shelves. So I'm a little bit relieved because I don't have a whole lot of counter space for something like this. I need it on my shelves. That's a factor for collectors, right? How is it shelvable? That's something that we talk about a lot. But it is beautiful and it's loaded up with stuff. So let's see. So this is Love from 1928. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I've already showed you guys what's included here. We're going to go through these. This, I gather, is a J card. First of all, have we done a full tour? There's the front. There's Capra. There's the side. That side looks different from this side. Here's the bottom. Here's the top. It's beautiful. It's a stunner. I really do believe, without even having gotten into this yet, I think this is the box set of the year. Can you name another set of this caliber? Studio Pictures, we're not talking about independent movies, we're talking about studio films, Columbia Pictures, 20 different movies, a documentary, all these commentaries. Can we think of anything else that compares to that this year? I'm even thinking bigger than that. I'm like, well, the Hitchcock movies, there's, we don't have 20 of those in a box set. We don't have, this is very prestigious. Okay, so this, yep, it's a J card. Oh man, mine's torn here. That's sad. Well, mine's torn. Oh, I like this. Look at this though. This folds off, or this J card. There, nah, it's just the movies. All right, so how? Oh, these are doors. Okay. So these are doors. Nice. Okay. Everything's in its own individual case, it looks like. Yeah, all right, here we go. See if I can do this without them sliding out. So they have to tip it forward. Which way are these oriented? Here we go. Okay. So they've mixed the Blu-rays and the 4K cases together. I think I'm okay with that. Tackle these. Come on now. All right, do them one at a time here. You know what? We're going to start with So This Is Love. I'm telling myself this because I'm going to put that at the end, work my way forward. So this is So This Is Love, Shirley Mason, William Collier Jr., Johnny Walker. Commentary with film historians Stan Taffel and Brian Cooper. Brian Cooper was right here at Serial at Midnight to talk about Cinecon. He was one of the organizers of Cinecon, and he was one of the people that was telling us all about it before I actually went out there and had my mind blown. So it's cool to see him on a commentary with Stan, who was also associated with Cinecon as well. I don't see any other special features here. Here's the back of the box. Anything inside? No. Standard Blu-ray, no booklet, no art or anything. And move on to Mitchell Lewis and Alice Day in The Way of the Strong. And we're talking about silent movies here. So Capra's career is fascinating because of the scope, the spectrum of different things that he made films about. Another commentary, Stan Taffel and Brian Cooper. So that is the special feature there. It just said Blu-ray here. Does not appear to be any digital codes included with this set. Viola Dana, That Certain Thing with Ralph Graves. And this one looks like it's bare bones. Okay. Submarine, A Mighty Drama of the Sea. Jack Holt. All right, I'm excited. I got excited. We got a 4K. This is not the kind of thing I would expect to get a 4K. In this taut drama, two friends, both sailors, vie for the attention of the same woman. Their friendship quickly deteriorates once she makes her choice between them. After one of the sailors gets trapped on a submarine lodged deep underwater, the other is sent as a rescue diver to save the crew. Ooh, I can see how that could go complicated. Could their friendship possibly be salvaged? Find out in Frank Capra's Submarine. No commentary here. No special features, but we do have a it's a dual format version. Anything on the other side of the art? No. This is The Younger Generation, Jean Hershot. The Younger Generation with Ricardo Cortez, Lena Basquet. Dual format. No special features. It's a double feature here. We got Flight and Ladies of Leisure from 1929 and 1930. We've got a theatrical trailer for Flight, and we've got a commentary with film historian Jeremy Arnold for Ladies of Leisure. Joe Cook in Rain or Shine. Oh, this one's got both the domestic and international versions of the film. Frank Capra finds a place in the sun with Michel Gondry featurette. That's cool. Okay, so here's the front. Here's the back. Here's another 4K. Dirigible, Giant Epic of the Air. Jack Holt, Ralph Graves. Fay Ray, Dirigible. Dirigible stars adventure duo Jack Holt and Ralph Graves. Graves plays Lieutenant Frisky Pierce, a pilot flying over this. See, I'm discovering a lot of these movies for the first time. I haven't seen. I know Capra's more famous works. I haven't seen most of this stuff. Frisky Pierce is a pilot flying over the South Pole, planning to land and plant the American flag there. When the plane crashes, the occupants must trudge through the freezing weather back to civilization. Interesting. Special feature on the Blu-ray disc is the trailer. So the trailer is not on the 4K disc, but I am really interested to see what this movie from, 1931, what this looks like on 4K. Do you believe in miracles? This is The Miracle Woman, Barbara Stanwyck, early Barbara Stanwyck. Ron Howard on the Miracle Woman. Wow, that's prestigious. All right, anything? No. Okay, Platinum Blonde on 4K. Ooh. Jean Harlow, Loretta Young, Robert Williams, Louise Glosser, Hale. Let's see, any feature? No, I don't see any features on this one as well. Double feature, American Madness and The Bitter Tea of General Yin. So this is, these have a lot of stuff. Commentary on American Madness with film historian Stephen C. Smith, featuring author Victoria Riskin. Commentary by Frank Capra Jr. and author Catherine Kellison. Frank Capra Jr. remembers American Madness. The Bitter Tea of General Yin has a commentary of film and fashion historian Kimberly Truler. Defining Capra's early style with Martin Scorsese and Ron Howard. Ooh. Okay. Barbara Stanwyck in Forbidden and Lady for a Day, Warren William. Let's see. We've got a commentary with author Janine Basinger on Forbidden and nothing on Lady for a Day, which has Warren William, May Robinson, Guy Kibbe. Ooh, Guy Kibbe. All right, so there's front, back. On 4K. Oh, It Happened One Night. Now, this was already on 4K, right? I believe this already had a 4K. Did the Criterion Collection put out It Happened One Night on 4K? I think that's right. Don't quote me. Do your own independent research. It's in this box set. Of course, Clark Gable, Claudette Colbert. This is the origin of Bugs Bunny and the Carrot. When Bugs Bunny's like, what's up, Doc? He's doing Clark Gable from this movie. Special features are present in standard definition or HD resolution. Okay. On the 4K Ultra HD disc, we have a new commentary. Well, it doesn't say new. Commentary with film historian Julie Kurgo. And on the Blu-ray, we got a commentary by Frank Capra Jr. Frank Capra Jr. remembers It Happened One Night. Screwball comedy, featurette. It's got a question mark here. Screwball comedy? Original live radio broadcast, vintage advertising gallery, and the theatrical trailer. What do you guys think about It Happened One Night? It's pretty great, right? This is one of the best of the best. When you think about screwball comedies, this is like top 3 probably. Oh, Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. Now this is a big deal. This is a big one. On 4K, special features. Let's see, commentary with author Victoria Riskin and film historian Stephen C. Smith. That's on the 4K. The Blu-ray has a commentary with Frank Capra Jr. Frank Capra Jr. remembers Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. Vintage advertising gallery and the theatrical re-release trailer. This has Gary Cooper, Jean Arthur. Lost Horizon on 4K. Escape into the Lost Horizon, this lavishly produced Frank Capra classic is based on the best-selling novel by James Hilton. Ronald Coleman and Jane Wyatt star in this unique journey in the enchanted paradise of Shangri-La, where time stands still. Commentary by film critic Charles Champlin and UCLA film restoration expert Robert Gitt. Restoration featurette, alternate ending, before and after comparison. Interesting. Opening credits comparison, photo documentary, and theatrical trailers. And we've really arrived at Capra, the crowd pleaser. You Can't Take It With You on 4K. 2 Academy Award winner, Jean Arthur, Lionel Barrymore, James Stewart. Edward Arnold. Commentary by Frank Capra Jr. and author Catherine Kellison. Frank Capra Jr. remembers You Can't Take It With You. And the theatrical trailer. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington on 4K. Jimmy Stewart, Jean Arthur. Let's see. On 4K, we've got a commentary by Julie Kurgo. And on the Blu-ray, an audio commentary by Frank Capra Jr. Frank Capra Jr. remembers Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. It's so interesting. I'm just thinking as I'm talking about this. This movie is, what, 1939? So, 8 decades in the past. And it is still, if you know what this movie's about, it's incredibly relevant. They're all incredibly relevant. Conversations with Frank Capra Jr., The Golden Years. Conversations with Frank Capra Jr., A Family History. Frank Capra, Collaboration. The Frank Capra I Knew. Frank Capra's American Dream, feature-length documentary. That's not even the documentary that we're going to talk about in a second. Domestic and international trailers. I like the use of this art, too. Because I don't think we've ever had that art for one of the presentations before, one of the physical media presentations. All right, this is the end here. This is the last thing we're going to talk about. This is Frank Capra, Mr. America, the brand new 2024 documentary. Frank Capra, Mr. America tells the story of Frank Capra, a young immigrant who rose through the ranks of early Hollywood to become one of the great American storytellers and one of the most successful and influential film directors of his generation. His iconic films, including It Happened One Night, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and It's a Wonderful Life. And if in case you're wondering, why isn't It's a Wonderful Life included? Because it's owned by a different company. This is everything Sony has access to in their vaults. It would be nice to see these companies working together to get something complete out, but that has not happened in this case. Offered an inspiring vision of America where ideals win out, integrity triumphs, and ordinary people have their day. The documentary sees never-before-seen footage and audio tapes from Capra's life to examine his career and relationships with America, offering a portrait of a complicated man whose tales of hope in difficult times still speak to audiences today. Boy, if we needed this, it's right now. This is the Blu-ray. We don't have it on 4K. I assume it was it not shot in 4K? I'm going to have to do a little research on that. All right, that is Frank Capra at Columbia. I've been looking forward to this ever since it was announced. As soon as it was announced, I was like, holy cow, that's the release of the year. Doesn't mean it's my favorite release of the year, but again, in terms of prestige, of who Frank Capra was, what he represents to the motion pictures, and a chunk of a director's filmography, this is a rare thing indeed. So I am so grateful that that Sony sees the value of films like this and that they're just opening that vault. Silent films, early 30s movies, these are things that are not particularly marketable right now because those are geared to film historians and film collectors, right? But they're all here in this beautiful box set. At the time of this recording, this box set is going for under $150. I'm going to put a link in the description of this episode. If you use that link, you're supporting Cereal at Midnight. I do get a small commission off of those sales. What do you think about it? Are you going to pick this up? Did you pick this up? Let's talk about the movies. What's your favorite discovery? If you did pick this up, what's your favorite discovery? And maybe you don't even have to have picked this up to know. Like maybe you know, oh, So This Is Love is fantastic. I'm not familiar with it yet, but I will be soon. It's exciting. This is special. This is really something. Guys, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care. Till next time, I will catch you later.